On this episode of Making Fun, welcome to Making Fun, the show where fun makers like yourself come to laugh, learn, and profit. I'm your old pal and marketing expert, Chris Rokas, and together on this episode, we're going to visit a 50-year-old roller skating center in New York, learn how to do IAAPA like a pro, and discover a new type of entertainment in Virginia, all while tackling one of the scariest things in the world, breaking out of your comfort zone. So let's get started. And remember, if it's not happening here, it's not fun. Today, we're exploring how breaking out of your comfort zone can transform your family entertainment center. From wild new attractions to unexpected events, stepping beyond the familiar can create unforgettable memories. So let's get ready to take some risks, because in this industry, it's all about making fun. So now let's get things started. In this segment, I call the most important thing. And the most important thing this episode is you. Welcome. Here we are. The first episode of Making Fun. I can't believe it's here. This show has been in development for years. It's been living in my head, living in Carrie's head, living in the head of so many of our clients and friends and some of the vendors. The number one thing we get asked when we're at IAAPA or out and about is when are you going to do a podcast, or what are we going to call it, a podcast, a web show, an episodic, I don't know. We're just calling this a show, right? And the most important thing is you, because we're here together. We built this show for you. That's it. Our goal is simple. We said that there is just not a place where everybody in the industry can come together and really find out the information that they want to find out. Not to be advertised to, not to be told what things are, but to be part of a community. In fact, when we were putting this together, we were doing this for family entertainment centers, or location-based entertainment, or mobile-based location entertainment. We don't even know what we call ourselves. But here, we're fun makers. And who are fun makers? Owners, operators, vendors, everybody who gets up every single day and makes memories for everybody out there, right? That is so important. So that's what we are, is fun makers. So we're coming together as fun makers for this show, and on this show, we're gonna gear up. We're gonna talk about some great things that are important to you. We're gonna learn a little bit. We're gonna laugh a little bit, and also we're gonna find out some really cool things to do when we need to have a little fun. It's a segment that we call Fun Makers Having Fun. So we're going to do all that here. We invite you, please join our social media, like, subscribe, you know the things. Let's get together. Let's build this show together. I'm just going to be a guy who's interviewing people, traveling around the country, talking to manufacturers, going behind the scenes, digging deep, finding the information that you want to know, and we're going to do it together, and it's going to be awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy it and love it. This is just the first episode. Of course, in my mind, it should be the grandest thing that ever was, but we all know that this is going to be the worst episode of all, because every episode is going to be better, and that's how we roll. So the most important thing is us. The most important thing is you. The most important thing is making some money, because that's what we're here to do, and have a good time doing it. So one of the ways one of the things we're gonna talk about on this episode, of course, is getting out of your comfort zone. And I guess it would go without saying that doing this show is us getting out of our comfort zone, because normally we don't produce a show in the middle of producing all the marketing material and all the social media content and all the videos and flying around the country and talking to our clients and digging deep and making them money, working on filling their fun centers. It's not in our comfort zone, but this show is now going to work into it. So we're doing things a little bit different. Now, I had an experience with getting out of my comfort zone only a few weeks ago while celebrating my 50th birthday, and it was far, far out of my comfort zone. I'd like to share it with you for a moment. Can we roll that, please? Unbelievable, guys. So this is how fun makers have fun. It was a crazy, crazy experience. But guys, thank you so much. Let's continue. We're going to have a great show here. And remember, the most important thing this month is you. Now let's get to the news that's making fun. Our top story, IAAPA 2024, is almost here. November 18th through the 22nd in Orlando with the theme of transformation. Over 1,100 exhibitors, 40,000 fellow fun makers, a new street market with live demos, tastings, plus a spooky IAAPA haunting grounds. If you've never been to IAAPA before, it is a mind-blowing experience. Stick around later in this show and I'll teach you how to do IAAPA like a pro. In other news, Swingers tees off in Vegas. Swingers just opened its biggest mini golf venue ever at Mandalay Bay. 40,000 square foot adult playground with DJs, cocktail carrying caddies, and gourmet street food. The only thing par for the course is the fun. In hurricane recovery news, the West North Carolina Air Museum is temporarily grounded to aid flood victims after Hurricane Helene. The museum has transformed its hangars into a resource hub, offering supplies and support. Aircraft may be down, but community spirit is flying high. Meanwhile, Dollywood celebrates 40 years of family fun. Dolly's mission to bring families together has made the theme park a beloved destination. Here's to 40 more years. Congratulations, Dolly. Now, we have another special anniversary to tell you about coming up later in the show. And finally, Universal is bringing horror to Vegas with its first ever permanent haunted attraction, Universal Horror Unleashed, opening in 2025. It promises a terrifying mix of classic monsters and films like The Exorcist and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Universal reports it is not for the faint of heart. And that's all the news that's making fun. Now, let's meet a wonderful family and take a tour of a special roller skating rink in the Hudson Valley of New York as it celebrates a significant milestone anniversary and a segment I like to call Tour de Fun. Bud!
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Doing fantastic.
Welcome,
Thanks so much for
welcome.
having us here.
All right, welcome, welcome. Let me show you around.
Wooden wheel, yes!
All right, so here is our prize area in the front. Nice and convenient, close to the exit on the way out the door.
Nice.
This is for our celebration here. We got a big balloon skate. 50 years. We're very excited about that.
Amazing.
Some beanbag toss.
Nice.
Some carnival type games. And a family favorite, Connect Four basketball that the whole family can play together.
Awesome.
And then what we did is we actually paired the latest and greatest in virtual reality with actually another virtual reality game. So we kind of have a little virtual reality center going on here.
And I see you got it all card activated.
Everything's all cards. Keep it simple. Keep it environmentally friendly. We're not throwing out hordes of tickets.
Right,
so
right.
it's a lot more environmentally friendly. We're very excited about that.
Nice.
Kind of a variety of rooms here. This is one here. This is what we call a express. So we kind of have more rapidly different start times. So it offers more variability, so people can kind of start the parties different times of the day. So I know some people have commitments at different times. So our private party rooms are more like over here. So we kind of have, you get the whole table for the entire 3 hours.
Okay.
It's your space for the entire time, and it kind of gives you like a semi-private kind of feel to it. So that's what we kind of do on the weekends. Of course, this room is available for private rental, when we don't have, the regular public hours. And we do a lot of events in here. We've done, anniversary parties, engagements. We've done, a lot of
Corporate
parties for
events.
adults.
Oh, yeah, team building.
I did a 60-year-old birthday party in here, and then we do have the pool table and all that.
Ah.
So we got to get that adult vibe as well. So whether we're doing kids or adults, the room's kind of flexible for both spaces. So welcome. See, we have the latest and greatest Laser Force equipment, all LED lit, state-of-the-art equipment. So we have a lot of fun. We do different scenarios of the game. We can do individual play. where it's like a free-for-all.
Okay.
We do teams, of course. We can do 2 teams, 3 teams. System's very flexible. So the nice thing about our arena is it's got this system where the barriers actually move a little bit. So
wow.
what's kind of cool about that is it's a lot safer than some of the other, arenas might be hard surfaces. So it kind of moves a little bit. So
Yeah.
we find it's a much safer environment. And we can also move it around a little bit, which kind of makes it change. So it's a little more dynamic. It's not always the same experience.
That's a big deal.
This is our bumper car ride.
Bumper
So these are kind of
cars.
really neat. They actually spin 360-degree revolution. They could actually do about 60 revolutions per minute. So then we got
60 per minute?
yeah, so you can get a little dizzy on it
Dizzy.
if you want. So the ride experience can be whatever you want it to be, right? So it could be good for smaller kids, or adults can really get a rush on it when you get going. The lights will start strobing at you, and it can be really an amazing experience.
Let's talk about something important. Food.
Oh,
And beverages.
Let's talk
Right?
about food. Let's talk about food. Come
Now,
on over.
Now, I've been to a lot of phone centers. I've been to a lot, right? But I have truly never seen such an incredible selection of offerings. This has
So-
got everything.
Yeah, I think we got a really diverse mix here. So, of course, it all started with our pizza. So we do prepare the pizzas on site. We do offer like a personal pizza, so we can do personal toppings, that kind of stuff. So we really try to tailor the food to make sure it's fresh. So obviously, pizza's kind of the first item, but we
Nice.
go way past the pizza. Even though we're proud of the pizza, I'll say I'm going to move past that. So let's just say, of course, we got the fried stuff. People love the fries and all that. We got some really killer wings. People love our wings.
What?
Chicken tenders is actually one of the favorites. I'll tell you, people rave about the chicken tenders. You'll see comments about that all the time.
So listen, here's what I want to do. I'm going to go outside and talk with Ainsley about the outside attractions.
Awesome.
Then I'm going to work up an appetite and come in here, and we're going to try some of these.
Sounds like a
a
plan.
deal?
All right,
All right,
good
Doug.
deal.
Thanks.
All right.
I'll be off. At Wooden Wheel, the inside is just the tip of the iceberg. Through this door is an outside entertainment venue with all sorts of really, really cool things. And I've got a very special tour guide that's going to take me through it all. Let's go meet her.
Oh, Chris, there you are.
Hey, Ainsley, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Well, listen, I brought some friends along with us, and this is Ainsley. She is Bud's daughter and been here your whole life?
Yeah.
And then some. It's a 50-year-old place, and you're not 50 yet, are you?
No.
All right, how old are you?
11.
11 years old. That is fantastic. So, I mean, your whole life, right?
Yeah.
That's got to have been pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it has been really cool. It's been just like to grow up here and see it change throughout the years.
So as I'm looking around, there are just so many cool things. Can you show them to me?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. The mining sluice, gem mining, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, this thing looks awesome.
Oh, it is awesome.
And this is brand new, huh?
Yes. Probably about 3 months old.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we need these?
Yes.
All right.
And then we have our dirt. There are different loads, but this is the pay dirt load.
Okay. And so people will buy this
Yes.
inside and then they'll bring it out here.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So you want to take the clip off so you can pour the dirt in.
Okay.
You're going to pour the dirt in the sifter, a little at a time. Then you want to put the sifter in the water.
And it looks just like dirt.
It does, but there are actually 100% real gemstones in here.
Wow.
Do you know what type of stone that is?
I have no idea.
Well, I can show you right over here.
Oh, and you got a thing.
It looks like you probably got agate.
I think it is. So that's the gyroscope?
Yes.
Now this is one of your favorite rides, huh?
Yeah, it's really fun.
So now what's really happening? There's like 2 circles just spinning out?
Well, you turn in a circle while going upside down.
Do you get dizzy?
Yeah.
All right, so that's part of the fun, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing. It looks awesome. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be trying that one.
Chris, come on.
Okay. All right. and what's this?
This is cliff jump. It's one of my favorite outdoor attractions here.
Okay, what sort of thing is this? It looks dangerous.
It's kind of like a stunt sort of thing. You just climb up the ladder and you jump.
You fling yourself off onto a bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to make sure to land on your butt.
Okay. All right, I'm going to have to see. How does this work? Show me.
Well, first you have to take your shoes off.
Okay, shoes off. All right, woof.
Then you got to climb up the ladder.
The ladder. There's always ladders. All right, go for it. Let me see if I can do this. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Oh, that was. All right, that was awesome. Okay. All right. Now, what fresh adventure is this?
Cliff, climb and slide.
All right, the cliff, climb, and slide. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna climb and then slide.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 2 sides to this.
Yeah, it's good for racing your friends.
Racing, you say?
Yes.
That sounds like a challenge.
It does.
All right, we're gonna race up and down.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Wait.
3, 2, 1, go!
Good race.
All right. I don't think I won, but we did it. All right. All right, what do we have here?
This is leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds. And it's 4 giant red balls.
Yeah, you have to try and bounce from one to the other and make it to the end.
Bouncing from one to the other. All right, let's give it a shot. If you may. One ball to the next, huh? All right, here we go. Ball number 1. All right, so that's the big balls. I don't think I made it. And now on to my favorite segment of the show, a segment we like to call Finding Fun. We find Charlie Vance in Virginia with a whole new entertainment style concept. Charlie, welcome to Making Fun.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, so I want you to tell me and our other fun makers about this whole new type of thing. Tell us about it.
So I had the chance to go to Fredericksburg, Virginia and visit Rush Hour Live Escape Games. And they're currently offering a new concept when it comes to family fun. Live interactive game shows. And they're calling it the Game Show by Rush Hour. And to help me explain this more, I talked to the owner, Mr. Paul Wood.
Hi, this is Paul with the Game Show by Rush Hour. But I'm not just here with the Game Show by Rush Hour. I also own Rush Hour Live Escape Games, which is right next door to us. But this last May, my wife and my manager and I went to one of the escape room conventions, the one that's in St. Louis in March. The seminar topic everybody wants to go to is what's hot, and that's at the end of the whole convention. And that's where the escape room owners get together and we talk about what are the latest trends, what do we think the next big thing is, what is working for them, right, and so forth. And a gentleman was there who owns escape rooms in South Carolina, and he talked about owning live game show experiences. He'd opened 2 of them down in South Carolina, and they were doing very well. As soon as he started mentioning that, my wife and my manager and I all looked at each other and said, we're doing that, right? Because it sounded like a great idea. And something that we would do. I mean, that's kind of how we measure, do we think it's going to be successful or not? Would we take our families to go do it? We knew that we absolutely would. Talking to them and looking at it, it's kind of funny in that the business model of we bring the game show to your corporate event has been a thing for over 30 years, right? And there already is an existing infrastructure of people that support other people that do that with whole portable game show kits that you can take in cases and bring to a big corporate event, set it up, and do a game show for them. Well, the escape room owners looked at that about 2 years ago and said, I do that every day. Why wouldn't I just make a fixed facility where people can come to me and play the game show, where I'm not waiting for somebody to have a big corporate event to be able to pay me to do that? So they also looked at the tech that's required to do it and the physical requirements to build that out, and it is a lot less expensive than building out an escape room. You also have a lot less things that break over here. The bane of existence of escape room owners is people that are a little bit over creative in your escape room, and they don't really know that they don't need to yank on the wall fixtures where the lights are and so forth, because they're trying to explore and figure out how things work. You're not doing that here. You are telling people what the rules of the game are, what they can and cannot do, and people are a lot more controlled, right, when they're playing in a game show environment as opposed to an escape room. The level of interest in doing this is sky high. Everybody loves the concept. You can play all the game shows you want here because they're going to be different. I can also do things like cater to specific groups. We had a church group that came and play tested with us. I told them, I said, look, you want to come and play and you want to do Bible trivia? Let me know. It's a couple clicks and you got Bible trivia. I can do that. You want to do NASCAR trivia? I can do NASCAR trivia. Not a problem. It's also tailor-made for company fun days. You can roll right in here, and I got space for 16 players. So it really is, I think, it's the next big thing in live interactive entertainment. The level of interest has been sky high, and we can't wait to get open and start having fun with people.
Yes, fun was found. If you'll excuse me, I got to get back to these games and win some fabulous prizes.
Last month, the Making Fun production team and I traveled to the beautiful Hudson Valley to meet Bud, Stacy, Reagan, and Ainsley and the entire extended family at Wooden Wheel. We celebrated their impressive 50th anniversary and discovered how this multi-generational business keeps things fresh while stepping out of their comfort zone. After 5 decades of making fun, they're still rolling with new ideas. So let's see how they continue the legacy of making fun.
So we opened 1974. I was 12 years old. My brother was 5. My dad, he had a crazy idea to build a roller rink. Came home one day and he decided we were to build the roller rink.
We have so many memories here. We've been coming here every weekend almost for our whole life.
What a wonderful family-friendly environment, especially being that it's from a local family-owned business.
A lot of people have met a lot of family. They've made families here. They've made friends, lifelong friends here.
When I started skating here in the 70s, back about 1977, 78, actually with the same skates. Using the same skates I wore back then. I've been on the same skates for over 45 years.
Let's see, Fridays and Saturday nights, if you didn't know anybody here, you were left out because it was just a group of friends. We'd leave here, go to the diner, eat up again Saturday, go to the diner, come here on Sunday.
Wooden Wheel is really fun because there's a lot of things to do, like bumper cars, laser tag, and roller skating, and you get to see friends, and you get to skate around with them.
Now, I've been skating at Wooden Wheel since it opened 50 years ago, and I enjoyed working here from 1985 to 1989, and have become very good friends with the Sorbello family.
I'm Steve, how you doing? I started here years ago as a skate guard. Met my wife Sue here, and our kids and grandkids now skate here. I love this place.
We love Wooden Wheel! See you at Wooden Wheel!
If it's November, then everybody in entertainment knows that the big show is happening in Orlando. IAAPA, my friends, the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions. I have been attending this show since the late 90s, and over that time I have come up with a few tips that I'd like to share. Because, listen, it is a big, big show. I remember at one point they used to boast 10 miles of aisles. I don't know if it's that big there, but let me tell you, my feet feel like it is. I mean, I used to tell people that it is one of the most mentally and physically difficult things to engage in is to go to a trade show, especially one that big. In fact, I used to treat myself to a new pair of traditional Doc Martens every year, and I would basically wear them 355 days a year after that, and that's why I need to buy one every year. But it only took me a couple of shows to realize the folly of my ways, because that meant I was breaking in. That's right, these are old shoes. There's an old adage that says you've got to earn your Docs. Well, I was breaking them in every year at the show, so not only were my feet hurting from walking all that much, but breaking in a new pair of leather shoes. So don't do that. So my number one tip for you is comfort first, guys. This time I got a pair of, Skechers with gigantic soles, right? Maybe they're fashion forward or not. What I know is that these things are like walking on air. It's not a advertisement. They're not sponsoring this show. But the big Skechers seem like they are. They are wonderful. And I would lie to you if I didn't tell you that the idea of just slipping them on and off without having to bend over is a guilty pleasure of mine, especially coming from the multi-lace-up boots that are Docs. So comfort, and that goes for everything, right? You want to be comfortable but professional with your attire. There's a give and take with that. We are in beautiful Florida, so that means that we've got the opportunity to enjoy some very, very nice weather. I believe it's going to be a high 70s, maybe low 80s. So those of you staying after, you're going to have some wonderful weather to enjoy the theme parks or whatnot. But if you're doing IAAPA, that's why we're here, to make some money, to learn some new things about the industry, and buy some attractions perhaps, and some food and some other things. But we want to be comfortable while we're doing that, because if we're not, then our attention's going to fade. So remember, number one tip, be comfortable. Number two, start connecting now. What am I saying? There is a thing that if you're not using it is the IAAPA Connect Plus app, because every app has to be plus or something like that. But the IAAPA Connect Plus app, they've had different names for apps over the years, and quite honestly, they may have actually had an app for 20 years, but it's, in my opinion, only been really, really good the last handful of years. And now it's really, really good. It's almost like a little mini social media network, social media app network in there, where you can connect with people and set up meetings and meetups and discover what's there. It's got a virtual map of the floor, because it's huge. Let me tell you when you get there. So go ahead and start connecting now with people. There's photos. Upload your photo. I notice that some people get into apps and they don't upload the photo. I always keep a picture of mine on my desktop or in my favorites on the photo roll, so that when I'm signing up to new things, I can put my photo in there. It's a very powerful influence technique to have your photo there. So do that. Start with the Connect, and connect with me, please. Do that. Chris Rokaz, IAAPA Connect Plus, what to post. Exhibitors, everybody's going to do it. These are great tips whether you're an exhibitor or an attendee. For most of those time, I was an attendee. Honestly, I was there at the very beginning because IAAPA had a wonderful haunted area. We had our first business in the late 90s was a company called Pure Terror Productions. We designed and built haunted attractions for theme parks and other things, and we used to go there to really get into the haunted stuff, and then it disappeared, but it's coming back this year. So another tip is check out the new haunted area. I can't wait to see it. I'm hoping some of my old haunted friends will will apparate in front of us, and that should be kind of cool. Next, and hopefully this show is getting to you in a timely manner. If not, take this to heart for next year. Apologize about tapping the mic there. But register for special events ahead of time. They sell out. You might not think they will, but they do. So IAAPA celebrates the awesome. So if you're not familiar with IAAPA Celebrates is the people at IAAPA buy out one of the major theme parks in Orlando, and they throw a hell of a party. And not only do you get to do everything that you normally would in a section of the theme park and be treated like the ultimate VIP, like you're some kind of theme park blogger, but also there are just random open bars right in the middle of the street, normally where you would find carts or ice cream, and food is just everywhere. And not to mention the fact that the crew at IAAPA goes absolutely out of their way to make you feel like beyond a VIP when you're getting off the buses, when you're going there. Hopefully you've got the tickets, or before when you see this that there are still a few left. If not, be the first in line for next year. IAAPA Celebrates is a heck of a thing. But believe it or not, even the meetups, the educational courses, and the receptions. I love doing the receptions. In fact, those of you attending the Family Entertainment Center reception, you can look for this mustache there. Me and the entire What to Post and Making Fun team will be there, hopefully with our cameras, to meet some great people and do some business. So register for the events early. Get there. They do sell out. And if you haven't been or not going this year, well, we plan to do a good job of recording lots of good things and keeping you up to date. So stay tuned to our social media to find out things. If not, on the very next episode of Making Fun is going to be our IAAPA special. In fact, we're going to be shooting a majority, if not all of it, right from the show floor. And of course, if you're attending, don't forget to come by the booth and say hi to Carrie, Ryan, myself, Gabriella, and of course, Charlie Vance when he's out there finding fun. So that's it. Hopefully we'll see you in Orlando at IAAPA. Here at Making Fun and What to Post, gratitude is everything. And from time to time, our clients ask us to help them thank their guests. So I hope, if you don't mind, if we could just take a few moments in the show for me to thank some of our clients' guests on their behalf. Is that okay? Stick around. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, party parent, for having your child's birthday party with us, telling us it was great and so much fun, and then issuing a chargeback the moment your credit card statement arrived. Thank you, Microsoft, for running a forced update at 7 p.m. on a Friday night, so our ticketing system became unavailable. Thank you, random child, for moving all the skee-ball balls to one machine and jamming it up for the entire night. All right, thanks for sticking around for the thank you notes. And that's our show. Thank you for being with us here on the very first episode of Making Fun, one of hundreds and hundreds of episodes to come. Remember, this show is for you. It's for all of us. It's for fun makers all around the world. Help make it great. Connect with us on our socials. Come see us at IAAPA. Stay tuned for the next episode. It's the IAAPA special. Thanks so much. It's been a pleasure working with you. Thank you, Notes. Goodbye.